Hello everybody, Grandma with a Political Vigilante here with twin Assange supporters, with Danielle and Michelle, People for Assange. We were just at the show here in Sydney, and we've had Assange people in Adelaide and even Melbourne too, so it's awesome to see in Julian's home country all of the support for him. So how is it, explain a little bit about your guys and your movement here and how it's going in Sydney.
It's growing, it's definitely growing, and people are responding really positively every time we head out, like doing rallies or vigils, and online it's definitely growing, but like the public is getting on board, we feel.
So you're actually seeing the numbers grow of like people getting...
Yeah, the numbers are growing, and when you're out on the street, people maybe who never ever would go to a rally or do any activism of any sort are really positive. You know, they're just like, yes, he should be out. It's really bad what's happening to Julian. You know, what's happening? How can our government be doing nothing about it? You know, people really are not happy with it.
So is sort of the focus or crux of your guys is to really lean on the Australian government to protect one of its own citizens, which I don't know, that sounds like a crazy idea, but is that...
Yeah, we are, and now, I mean, this parliamentarian group, 11 members, but there are also more, there are secret members. A lot of people are now writing to more and more members of parliament, so hopefully that group is going to grow. So it's to just basically keep putting the message out there that Julian is in jail without charge, because people don't see it on the news. So just to bring that awareness, and then from there, yes, write to your member of parliament, and if there's people power, we can put that pressure on our government.
So then what would you say to somebody living in Australia right now? How would they get involved? What action should they take?
First action would be to sign that petition. There's a petition by Philip Adams on change.org, and so that goes to all the parliamentarians. Second thing would be... There are 205,000 signatures at the moment, and I mean, this is fantastic. So it's growing. And then to write to the Parliament, their own member of Parliament, so that they can request that they join that parliamentary working group that Andrew Wilkie has started to bring Julian home. And then it's just to, stay informed, look beyond the mainstream press.
Maybe people don't know who Andrew Wilkie is. So Andrew Wilkie is our Catherine Gunn. He worked for the intelligence services, and he blew the whistle during the Iraq War, up to the Iraq War. But his life wasn't ruined. You know, he became an MP, and he's still a parliamentarian today. He's the one who represents the whistleblowers, although Julian Singh is not a whistleblower, he's a publisher. So, you'd think that the publishers were all right and you just had to defend the whistleblowers, right? Because they're the ones who are indictable. Right. But in your country, the publishers are supposed to be protected, but that's getting eroded.
Eroded is a kind term. They have completely abandoned the Constitution and freedom of press. What I say, what they've done with Julian Assange, the equivalent is this: when Ben Bradley, the head of the Washington Post, published the Pentagon Papers in the 70s, if they put him in jail and starved him, that's the equivalent of what they're doing to Julian Assange, because he's a publisher. Ben Bradley was a publisher, and the Pentagon Papers were one of the most significant things to ever come out with regard to the Vietnam War. Yeah. And Ben Bradley, while he took flack for it, they didn't put him in jail. He didn't have to live in another embassy for 7 years. I mean, so the fact that people don't see this in America, especially, and journalists don't see this. I mean, everybody was up in arms over Khashoggi, which was awful. They chopped a human being up in a goddamn garden. But then Julian and Chelsea Manning
doing it,
right? Which is awful. So, all right. So everybody. So again, tell me the websites where people can get involved.
So People for Assange, at People for Assange on Twitter, or People for Assange on Facebook.
All right. People for Assange, and then you're with Consortium News.
Yeah, CN Live. But I'm playing hooky because I should be there stopping the stream right now, so I've got to run home.
All right.
And then follow people like Mrs. Assange. It's at Assange Mrs. on Twitter, and
Unity for J.
Unity for J.
Yeah, the Unity for J vigils. I've been on that. There's a lot of ways to get involved, and it's starting to grow. I can tell you this. As someone that started doing Julian Assange stuff a little over a year ago, more people are getting involved, and we just have to put relentless pressure. So as I say on this show, you might feel like you're just one person all alone, but there's so many ways for you to get involved. And if you're an Australian watching this is how you get involved in your country. I always say start locally. Pressure your local government. Right. Pressure your local politicians. Wherever you're living, if you're living in the States, pressure your local representatives that this is complete bullshit and it goes against the Constitution.
Stand up for an Aussie battler. I mean, he's an Aussie battler now, and that's a typical Aussie thing. Like, you stand up for your brother.
We need to inform our politicians as well, because I found that there are a lot of people who've got good hearts, whose hearts are in the right place, have got a sense of justice, but they have just been told so much bullshit. This is an Australian term. It's okay to use in this country, but so much BS about Julian. There are so many lies. That he caused, even on Q&A with one of our politicians, saying that people undoubtedly died because of WikiLeaks releases.
Bullshit. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of that. None.
We know.
None.
So,
and we don't, in Australia, we don't like bullies, and yet we're allowing the US government to bully out one of our own. And we should stand up for Julian, who's an award-winning publisher.
Yeah, he's an award-winning publisher.
Respect the work that he's done, and bring him home.
Yeah, it's time for Julian to come home. So get involved, everybody. Go to their websites. Plenty of great ways to get involved. And then like, share, and subscribe to these videos. And go to GrahamElwood.com for all my tour dates and support everything that I'm doing so Ron and I can keep coming to fun places like this. Thanks for watching.